The gang is in the building. Everybody's here. It's Duke Sims, the Don. I got my brother, co-host Yael. We got the beautiful Queen Henny, and we got the sniper Diamonds in the building. We
Damu
got the
Kiwe
What up?
content.
conversations.
We got the content. Ray J, Whack 100, Federal Rico, day 4. 4 days we've been putting in this work, man. Salute to my whole team. Salute to Henny, the Henny gang for supporting all the Active Chuck followers. ETE. Shout out to my boy Scandalous Los Angeles TV. Shout out Smoked Out TV and everybody else that supports us regularly. We definitely control that. We are the content. We definitely control the narrative. You want to know why? Because where truth appears, falsehood disappears. So we wanted to make sure we focus and went through the strenuous times reading thousands of pages and bring it to you so that you understand it's not us saying this, but it's the court document saying everything that we're bringing to you. And we can agree to disagree on what this implies moving forward for the characters involved. But before we get into this content, my boy Ya is going to go ahead and shout out our corporate sponsors, man.
Shout out Hennessy. Take a shot. Look at it. Take a shot, Henny. Nah, but look, man, listen. Y'all finna get day 4. Is this day 4?
Yes, sir.
Day 4, they want some more. And we got something in store. So guess what? We finna go ahead and light up to this hot fire content right now. Top shelf only. If you the homie, top shelf only, man. Hey, listen, you know what? Everybody ain't able to smoke top shelf. So if you got a little bit of red, you know it's cool. We got some wraps for you to wrap that up in. A tobacco list. They're called the United Colored Wraps. That is United Colored Wraps. Top shelf, Boo Boo, Reggie, wrap it up. Tobacco list wraps. United Color Wraps. We got cherry, berry, grape, apple, banana, natural. If I name it, flame it up with United Color Wraps, man. Salute to the sponsor. We appreciate them. And salute to Big U. We have the unique app. The district, we're getting ready to transition over there. It's called the Unique Music app. That is called the Unique Music app. Make sure you guys download that, tap in, tell a friend. Make sure you go on that app, make a profile, and be able to, you're going to be able to politic with the Damu Kiwe conversation team. That is Do Sims the Don, That Girl Henny, the Sniper Diamond, and myself, Yael, along with the whole Damu Kiwe conversation team. That is on Clubhouse. We got Bomani, Hot Girl, G-Mac. We got, who else? D Slim. We got, oh man, it's Big Messy, Unmessy, Tree TV, Scandalous Los Angeles, Smoked Out. We got a whole plethora of people on there, man. Make sure you download that app where you're going to be able to politic with the whole team, distribute music, and just be able to do so many different things, play games, all type of stuff. So download the Unique Music app ASAP. Salute to everybody on Clubhouse. The mods, those are the green beans on there. That's the mods is on their job on Clubhouse. Salute to everybody that's in the goo and on stage. If you on stage, go ahead, share that room 3 times. Get us in the algorithm on Clubhouse. 3 stacks, like how we took from CS2 back. You already know how that go. Make sure you guys following that. Make sure you guys, if you on YouTube Live right now, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we are in the chat because that's where it's at. Salute to the Blue Wrench mob because they are always on the job, man. Salute to them. Salute to our loyal supporters. Salute to all the Henny X in here. Henny X, what up, y'all? Give me a shot. Give me some shots in that chat, or you're going to get smacked on that back. Now, let me stop, man. Look. Hey, salute to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to everybody on Clubhouse. This is one of the hottest lives on Clubhouse and one of the dopest rooms on Clubhouse and YouTube Live. Sorry about that. We on YouTube Live right now. I'm so caught up. We on YouTube Live right now, tapping in with Damu Kiwe conversations.
So we finna pass this on to Henny because it's a lot of strenuous stuff for her to read and for us to analyze. But we want y'all to understand the implications thereof, and the facts therein. All we can stand on is truths, and that's why we never lose. Henny, you want to pull up the first one and go ahead and talk to your peoples. My bad.
What's poppin', yeah? What's poppin'? What's poppin', Henny? Gang, 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 gang. I see y'all down there in the chat. I see y'all doing y'all thing. So tonight, what we are going to do is we are going to be introducing to you Ray J. Now, we've talked a lot about CS2 back, aka duty shooter, as we call him. Okay. Now, tonight is about Ray J. I can't get my screen on. Hold on.
Hey, Henny, are you talking about the singer? Was I one of the ones that went to tell you first? It was about 8 years ago. Because I went and told.
That's exactly who I'm talking about right
No, not Mr. One Wish.
there. Yes, if I had one wish. Yeah, him.
We can be friends.
Hey.
Hey, if y'all take a shot at Henny to this content, y'all know y'all in trouble, man. It's going up.
Okay, so I am. There we go. I was about to say now. Come on, Apple. Don't start playing. All right, so we're gonna put this up. And as you guys know, there are multiple documents to this case, as we have told you. So I figured it only right that we start at an introduction. Okay, let's take them to the beginning and bring them to where we are now for tonight. So just follow me, gentlemen, because I'm driving and I know how to drive really well. So the introduction goes as such. This case arises from the events on or around and subsequent to the 30th of March, 2016, wherein plaintiff Jared Milgram, plaintiff or Mr. Milgram, here set forward, was subjected to the torturous acts of his close friend, business partner, and employer, defendant William Ray Norwood Jr., aka Ray J. Defendant Norwood or Ray J from here on out. And I want y'all to pay attention to that. That says he was subjected to torturous acts by his close friend. That's crazy work to me. All right. And company Raytronics Inc. and subsequently Sonia Norwood. She will be referred to as either defendant or Miss Norwood, and Cash McElroy Jones, aka WAC 100, defendant Mr. Jones or WAC 100. Now that says defendant, not manager. But let's continue. To wit, Mr. Norwood negligently engaged in copyright violation, fraud by intentional misrepresentation, fraudulent concealment, and conspiracy to commit fraud in a civil theft, conversion, economic interference, and unjust enrichment in a breach of fiduciary duty due to a breach of contract with a partner in a joint venture in regards to a collection promissory of 1% of Raytronics Inc. and shareholder fraud for services provided and rendered, put plaintiff in imminent fear for his life by conspiring and having a gang affiliation. Criminal defendant Mr. Jones gave a credible threat involving murder and a cruel and unusual punishment if plaintiff did not walk away in bribery. Now I'm going to pause for a second. Fiduciary is when someone fails to act in the best interest of another, often for personal gain. For those of y'all who did not know, I did want to go ahead and give y'all that. So as you can hear, we are already into what this case is about. This is not about some simple matters. Those are a lot of crimes that are being committed within this document, and we ain't even like out of the first paragraph. Do y'all want to say anything, or shall I continue?
Oh, please continue. It's getting so good.
So thereby breaching a contract between plaintiff and defendant Mr. Norwood, as well as engaging in a conspiracy act against rights in a racketeering, influence, corrupt organization violation, RICO, by profiting off unlawful fraud acts. Defendant Mr. Jones additionally engaged in discriminatory acts due to plaintiff's race, as well as made posts on social media that were libel, slanderous, and defamatory. Plaintiff was emotionally tortured by the cruel and unusual punishment and the serious nature of the threats of murder on plaintiff's life from gang affiliate criminal that continued to present and furtherance with engagement of this action in a continuing violations act. Defendant Mr. Norwood additionally conspired with defendant Defendant Miss Norwood additionally conspired with defendant Mr. Norwood and aided in furtherance to commit fraud against the plaintiff and his profited due to the unlawful acts. Plaintiff suffered emotional distress due to unlawful acts, was directly mentally and physically injured. Y'all gentlemen got anything to say? Y'all quiet.
Well, it's really a lot. If I had one wish, it would be that I was not on this case. You know what I'm saying? Because it looked like these niggas is in trouble. Just to all of the allegations within that first reading would have my stomach in knots, me worried about how am I going to take care of my family at the exposure I'm facing at this federal investigation. Especially if I was whack 100, I'll be saying, it's fake. That ain't me. I'll be living in a false sense of reality. I can't go back. No more locked doors, right?
But no, that's true. Because I mean, that's a lot of acts in just that one section right there. It lays down everything to you. So this is not something that's to be taken lightly. I mean, what didn't they name?
Right.
Diamond, Yael, anybody else? Because I'm gonna continue.
Go ahead and rock on.
Right.
What I can say and add to it, just so everybody understand, it's not just about this case. It's not just about what's in the four corners of the law. You got to understand it's about the behavior within the case, the things that they did, the acts that were executed on this man. You see what I'm saying? And then you have to look at the acts that have been performed in other situations throughout their careers. You see what I'm saying? You got to understand, Ray J came to WAC only through his affiliation with Suge. Because anybody that knows, Ray J is Lil Simon. Suge is Big Simon. This dude played into Suge and in turn reaped the benefits by playing into Ray J. But he's doing with Ray J what he's done with the Game, what he's done with Blueface, what he's done with anybody and everybody he's touched their career. He's destroying it. He's destroying it. And this case right here is just a perfect example. So what I want the audience to realize, it's not just about the case. My brother, Deuce Sims, he is trying to show you the legal side of it so you have all of the facts. But please pay attention to the acts that are performed within this case, and you see where the crimes are committed, the extortion, you know what I'm saying, the theft, you know what I'm saying, the bribery, the threats, all these things. These are crimes, and the feds don't touch a case to look into it and investigate it or any of those things unless they see certain elements, and those elements are here, and we just trying to show you the elements, so while the feds are looking at it, we get to look at it with them because we know what's going on. They don't want us to know what's going on, but we do know what's going on. So I've heard people in the clubhouse talking about, oh man, they don't know what they're talking about. They just dragging this out. No, we're giving you the facts. And at the end, we'll throw all the mud on it. You know what I'm saying? At the end, we'll throw all the mud on it and show you the whole history and show you all of it together. It's like a puzzle, and each day we put a piece in. So with that said, Henny, go ahead and continue, sisters.
All right. And I second what you said. All right, let's get into the factual allegations, and we're going to get into the factual allegations of Ray J. All right. So, plaintiff and defendant, and I see someone asked who is the plaintiff. The plaintiff is a gentleman named Jared Milgram. All right. Plaintiff and defendant William Ray Norwood, aka Ray J, had been close acquaintances through mutual associates since 2008. Mr. Norwood once stated in a meeting when plaintiff arrived, "Now we have the $1 billion dream," and referred to plaintiff multiple times as bro, fam, right hand, left hand, eyes, ears, secret weapon, etc. Plaintiff additionally introduced defendant Mr. Norwood Jr. to rapper DeAndre Way, aka Soulja Boy, one of the names that is on that list, on or about March 22nd of 2010. Plaintiff also helped defendant Mr. Norwood find additional illicit lost video footage of Kim Kardashian on defendant Mr. Norwood's laptop computer on or around March of 2012. That plaintiff believes was recently leaked by defendant Mr. Norwood. Now, we showed you that video yesterday. On or about May 2012, the morning after the Billboard Music Awards, plaintiff even helped save defendant's life by personally calling hotel doctors, contrary to medical reports, and against defendant's mother's request, while she attempted to drive to the Rio Hotel while defendant Mr. Norwood was half conscious and had unsafe blood oxygen levels, per the hotel doctor who called ambulance paramedics, and defendant was oddly saying he wanted to be with Nippy, aka Whitney Houston, as though he was responsible, as defendant was dating and with a month prior in a hotel while she was tragically passed. On or about March of 2012, defendant Mr. Norwood stated he'd licensed content plaintiff created when he needed to use content, and stated that multiple times over the years. Plaintiff had told about the Scooty bikes in or around mid-late 2015 by defendant Mr. Norwood, and approximately a few months later saw the Chinese prototype version on or around December 28th of 2015 in Arizona during Mr. Norwood's engagement trip to Princess Love. On or around March 30th of 2016, plaintiff entered into an oral agreement with defendant Mr. Norwood to perform and render services, still photography, videography, directing, editing, social media management, celebrity relations, marketing, future product development, consulting, advertisement, etc., in exchange for a collection of 1% of Raytronics Inc., as plaintiff had been already performing prior agreement and not being compensated except one time prior agreement for Raytronics Inc. There was no agreement for timelines, minimum requirement performances, or any contingency. Plaintiff continued performance thereunder. On or around April 1st of 2016, paparazzi recorded video and audio from outside the Scooty bike of Raytronics store on Melrose during the launch of the production and store opening. That conversation was discovered in February of 2020. Okay, defendant Mr. Norwood Jr. is overheard having a business meeting with an unknown person and an employee or associate listening in while defendant Mr. Norwood is saying, "I partnered with Jared on Scooty Bike. He got a lot of ideas. I'll let Jared explain," and proceeded to then look for plaintiff saying, "Where's Jared?" and ultimately says, "I'll send you his number." So this is showing where there was a business relationship and he was supposed to be involved in things. Y'all want to say anything, or you want me to keep going?
No, only thing I want to highlight out of that whole thing is, like you said, establishing that they had a business relationship, but also that placing him in the room with Whitney Houston at the time of her death. I think that one is going to ring to the moon because a lot of people love Whitney Houston. Earlier, Diamond said that Ray J is like Lil Simon, right? Well, Simon looked at Whitney Houston as his homegirl, everybody homegirl. So keep that in mind, man. That's a lot of pain right there.
Yeah. On or around June 8th of 2016, plaintiff and Mr. Norwood were at Raytronics' office at approximately 3 a.m. Last one's working and had even received a call from his fiancée and told her that it's just Jared at the office with him. Defendant Mr. Norwood stated he needs 15 posts on social media a day, etc. Work done as the company was rapidly growing. The company had just received a credit line. Plaintiff had even gone and sat in a few meetings at Chase Bank on Topanga Canyon, Kittredge Street with defendant. Plaintiff is unaware of who opened the credit line, but was aware of offers from Sean Combs, aka Diddy, and Alki David. Defendant Mr. Norwood, the night early AM, stated he'd finally had a budget to pay for services, and plaintiff responded, "That's great, but I want to I want to get our verbal agreement for 1% in writing." And defendant Mr. Norwood responded, he never said plaintiff would get 1% of the company. Wow.
Hey, before we get back to the paperwork, I'm just imagining Ray J running off to a Diddy party, right? Hey, y'all. They investor is Diddy. Hey, man, salute to Diddy, man. Look, whatever you do, you do. I don't know what you did. But just every time I hear about Diddy parties, automatically I think about strange sexual acts, right? I'm talking about abnormal, weird shit, right? I think about them dudes making it to the big bed. What he do for Diddy to secure the budget for this business?
Oh my God. I can't keep it straight. Poor Ray. I can't be serious now. Wait.
That's nasty work right there, man. Roll the scooty to Puff Diddy party.
He going to the Diddy party, butt naked on a scooty bike. Oh, shoot. Okay. On or about June 13th, 2016, after plaintiff was being denied the verbal contract in writing, defendant Mr. Norwood wrote comments on plaintiff's social media platform, Instagram, using the Raytronics Inc. company Instagram saying, "You're a pussy. We don't fuck with you." And on another post, stop fronting. We don't fuck with you. On or around July 2nd, wait a minute, never mind. On July 2nd, 2016, plaintiff sent Mr. Norwood an email in regards to copyright violation of 83 approximate images usage due to the fraud and breach of contract for 1%. Defendant Mr. Norwood responded saying, "Take me to court. You've been paid. Take me to court. Fuck you and your lawyer."
Hey, Henny, I scooted to the party with my buns out. Sun out, buns out. Hey, take a shot, baby. I'm gonna video chat you after this live. I got something for you between them thighs. On Peru. Hey, listen. Hey, nephew. Hey, niece, you gonna want this.
I'm not your niece. Stop calling me that. That's cringy.
Valley. You coming to the valley, Henny, and I'm bringing a bottle. Slurp up. Hey, Uncle Wack, wait for me. I got one wish tonight. Hold on. Them niggas down bad. Hey, bro, them niggas
Them niggas hopped on a scooter bike, humping all the way to Diddy Party, bro. On the mega bed is crazy. That's crazy.
Hey, look, man, it's serious, nasty work, man.
Oh no, it ain't serious. That shit is serious. That's serious. That shit serious.
Yeah.
Oh man, my head hurt. My bad, Henny. I'm sorry.
You good? You are good.
We got 400 in the chat. Everybody share, like, and sub if you haven't already done it. Let's go.
That position on payment is not credible. Plaintiff never received a check, digital payment, or 1099 tax form after working with defendant Mr. Norwood on Scooty Bike project approximately 1,000 hours. Wow. On or about September 3rd, 2016, defendant Mr. Norwood's wife, Princess Love Norwood, texted plaintiff that Ray J was upset, but he wants to be on the same page. Pause. I want all of y'all to remember all of these names that are being mentioned so that you can understand why they're on this list. Because they're either privy to information, were in the room during something going down, or they were in the midst of it, being a middleman. So now, right now, Princess is being a middleman between Jared and Ray J by relaying this message. All right. On or about September 15, 2016, defendant Mr. Norwood assistant Jessica Hubert text plaintiff that he unblocked you. And days later, he said to me and Princess, we way back in Detroit, which was 2 weeks ago when I hit you, and said he unblocked you. On December 13th of 2016, plaintiff did a social media post and received a few messages from defendant's associates, including a text from defendant Mr. Norwood associate Lowell Gribson Jr., aka Young Low, who stated, "You gonna cause a war if that shit don't come done. But like I said, Ray J, OHB now. So you fucking with my crew image now, and that's a problem." On or about July 4th, 2019, defendant Mr. Norwood invested $5 million into a cannabis company and launched a new company, Willie Ray LA LLC, a Delaware corporation, or Willie Ray LA. This purchase was embezzling recent profits from sales of Scooty Bike. Doesn't that sound familiar?
It sound familiar.
On or about July 15th of 2020, plaintiff spoke with defendant Mr. Norwood, who had given plaintiff a number to call him on via Twitter direct message. Plaintiff asked defendant Mr. Norwood in a text, "What would you say 1% value at now?" Mr. Norwood responded, "Of Scooty Bike, nothing more than $8K at this point." Defendant Mr. Norwood stated that 1% of defendant Mr. Norwood's stock allegedly is worth, and as to what the plaintiff's share is of only defendant Mr. Norwood's stock, essentially acknowledging plaintiff's agreement, yet further attempting to manipulate and undermine the situation, as 1% of Scooty Bike stock is valued currently, or at this point in time, close to $75,000. So doesn't that sound like some whack tactic? I'm gonna make this person go work for this amount and I'm gonna pocket this. So now he's telling this person, "Oh, your 1% is only worth 8K. But meanwhile, it's listed as being worth 72K. So you gonna give me 8K and keep the rest?" I don't think so. Right. Anyway, when the plaintiff was persistent and seeking answers to obtain the 1%, as the actual plaintiff believes was on or around January 24th of 2019 upon sales to Loopshare Ltd, Mr. Norwood stated approximately 24 hours later, "This is not Ray J's number. Please don't call this number anymore. Thank you."
So now they posted him.
Real quick. We got some super chats. And we have new members. Hey, we got Alliston, Nicole, Blue Wrench Mobber. Hey, she's a new member. Then we got the Talking Doctor with the $20 super chat. Love the commentary. Keep going, Henny, and Damo Kiwe conversations. We have another member for 2 months. Free Junior's mom. Prayer hands rocking the heart. Hey, we appreciate Talking Doctor for the super chat. We appreciate the new members subscribing and liking and commenting to the live right now. Any and everything that's given to the Damu Kiwe conversation and the Henny chat. We appreciate everybody who gives whatever they can and the support. Thank you on behalf of Damu Kiwe conversations.
So now, let's get this straight. So homeboy is saying that he texted Ray J, and Ray J told him this ain't his number no more. Don't call this number anymore.
Ghosted him.
I'm sorry, we're not laughing at you. We laughing at
the situation. But that was after they already exploited his labor, his ideas, his skills, social media marketing.
Yep.
They use him up until they don't need him no more. Kick him to the side. Hey, that's what he be doing on Clubhouse. CS2 back.
Hey, I know what I do, but I know what I don't do. And what you said I did, I probably slid.
I'm gonna leave you alone, Henny. Go ahead.
I didn't do anything, though.
Hey, Henny, send me your live when you get done. I got something to show you.
I will not. Especially after what you said about me.
Now I got something to show you. All the Henny-ettes, tap in, tell a friend. Double keyway conversation.
Hey, I know he's sitting back right now looking like, damn, they figured me out. Yeah, you know what you're doing over there, buddy.
All right.
Doing?
Let me get
okay. On or about March 17th of 2020, plaintiff spoke with one of the independent contractors of Raytronics Inc., who stated they never got paid, and defendant Mr. Norwood and Miss Norwood refused to pay for service rendered in another fraudulent act. They don't like to pay their bills.
Damn, at least, hey, they said at least CS2 pack pay him in EBT. So I mean, I don't know, man.
But the crazy part is, with the launch of his new network, there were T pages that were working for him that went rogue because he wasn't paying them. So this kind of backing up what they saying.
Yeah, it's trending in that direction. I'm starting to see a pattern.
And don't forget, the game don't want to pay his bills either.
Exactly. Don't nobody want to pay. Oh, and wasn't he managing Tekashi 6ix9ine at one point in time, helping him out? Tekashi just got rammed out on by the IRS. Remember? That's what that raid over there. Yeah.
Wonder if it was business with CS2 back that got him ran down on.
Don't know.
Oh, a snitch telling on the snitch. Ain't that about a bitch?
The irony of it all. The cheese of it all.
Hey, all he doing, you ain't gotta pay him. Just put all your money in my name and put it in my accounts, and I'm gonna run it around and shuffle it around. They ain't never gonna find it, man.
And that's exactly what they say in the paperwork too.
Yep.
That's exactly what he's telling them. And these goofies is going for it. I don't know what's worse, him for doing it or the goofies for keep going for it.
I would say the goofies for keep going for it, because at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to be jammed up all the way.
Yeah. The thing about it is, if they really trying to do business with somebody, right? You look at the footprint of what they've left behind. So if you did good business, then that means the people that you've done business with can speak on your behalf and say, yeah, this person does great business. I love doing. I'm gonna come back and do business with them. That's not happening. So anybody that's doing business with them now, they're not even doing no research. They just like, oh, he's somewhat owned. He got somewhat of a name, and he's in this ramification of famous people. I'm gonna do business with him. And then when it all goes bad, they running back looking sad, talking about some. Oh, I didn't know he was gonna get down like that. Well, you didn't do your proper research on seeing what kind of business this person does. And as the paperwork shows right here, what Diamond just stated, the dude is a runaround. You know what I'm saying? And he's been doing it. So yeah.
And the funny thing is, everybody he's done business with has a lawsuit. Everybody. Defendant Mr. Norwood's wife, Princess Love, stated on national TV on or around 2014, you don't even pay her, regarding defendant Mr. Norwood's assistant, Morgan Hardman, who in an interview stated he may not pay me because I wasn't technically really working for him as much as I was before. On or about December 18th of 2014, and after defendant Mr. Norwood instructed his wife, girlfriend at the time, Princess Love, to, can you please go knock her out real quick? I just want you to knock her out real quick one time on national television before Princess Love followed his instructions and attempted to assault Miss Hardman. On another interview, on or about December 16th of 2014, Ms. Hardman stated, you shouldn't believe anything he says either regarding defendant Mr. Norwood. Also on or about September 2011, this is stretching back over years of things that this man has been around and bear witness to. So you don't want to mess over people like this who know things about you, because things like this happen. Anyway, also on or about September 2011, defendant Mr. Norwood stated on a New York radio show an incident with a rapper. Don't disrespect me. I'm going to smack you up again. I swear to God, he running from me now. I had 100 fools outside. I'll move right now. He never left the club. He was scared up in there. He tried to call the police. His life was threatened by my other dudes. My big homie is on his bumper. I'm not playing games. Everyone told me to calm down. When I hit Slay, DJ K Slay, rest in peace, he ain't even going to be able to stay in his own town because I got some goons out there that's going to get to him. Straight up. I really got locked up. I already got locked up. I'm ready for this nigga. Then I'll get my big homies on the phone that like dudes, and they gonna wait the dude. We know what that meant.
Great.
They gonna grape the dude, bend that dude over and stick it in the dude's booty. I don't give a fuck.
Now, wait, what?
Yeah, we played that last night. You want me to roll that beautiful?
No. I think we got the point.
Right. I thought everybody was traumatized by listening to that last night.
Ray J claimed, I always hear about the Ray J booty goons. I never heard or knew what it really meant, right? So the booty goon Ray J. So booty goon Ray J is sending his big homies. He claimed Paru. Who older, Ray J or Wack?
Oh, me, I got the answer.
I guess Ray J. I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Ray J did say he put him on.
Ray J said he put him on, so he is the little homie. So does that mean he the power bottom, or I don't know, man? But look, let's get back into the shit. We got a super chat, y'all.
Oh man, I see it. Hold on, we got a $4.99 super chat from LI, the #1 journalist in the hood media at That Girl Henny. Man, we appreciate that. All right, look at Henny. Oh, go to Henny. Nah, for real though, man. We appreciate any and everything that's being donated to the super chat, man. Bless you and your family. We appreciate you on the behalf of Domo Keyway Conversations.
Hey, what you smacking on, brother?
Oh man, I bought some California fish grill at work, bro.
It was a rhetorical question. Let's go, Henny.
Defendant Mr. Norwood is or was a gang member and admitted on a TV show that he traded Hollywood for gang life at one point and was or is a member of the Centerview Piru, a blood gang based in Carson. Now, I don't know about all of that, but didn't he say he was OHB? So can you explain how this happens?
Well, OHB is a rap crew, original homeboys with Chris Brown, Loverboy, TJ, and a host of others, right? Centerview Piru is a real set in Carson. He has been claiming it since he was young. I don't know his status, never met the man, never seen him at any blood functions. So I can't verify nobody, let alone him.
Gotcha.
Hey, dude, Sam, don't talk about me like that. Don't talk about me.
Okay, so based in Carson, California, where he was raised and admitted on his family reality show, Brandy and Ray J, a family business, that he hung out with gang members and hinted about being affiliated with the California Bloods gang in his 2008 song, Where You At?, which featured rapper The Game. Later, defendant Mr. Norwood spoke with the Breakfast Club in a 2011 interview and confirmed he was a gang member, but chose to focus on music and his career in entertainment career full time. But I thought he said he traded Hollywood for, but he's now saying he traded. Interesting. On or about October 28th of 2016, on singer Chris Brown's mixtape song with defendant Mr. Norwood is featured on Cherry Red. Defendant raps, "Cherry Red, my dude, Sue whoopin', and it's all on sight." And Cherry Red, "What up, Whack 100?" later on in the song. Chris Brown raps, "Ray J, I fuck with the Central Views." On or about August 2004. Center Views. My bad. No disrespect. Okay. On or about August 2014, defendant Mr. Norwood was on criminal probation for a period of 3 years and was charged with actual battery, vandalism, resisting arrest, and battery, yet continued while on probation, conspiring with criminal defendant Mr. Jones in illegal criminal actions. And this, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the dispute of Willie Ray Norwood Jr., a.k.a. Ray.
Hold on, I got more. Wait up. I'm on Zeus getting zesty slapped. Hold up, Penny. Let me take a shot.
You take a shot for me. I ain't coming. So, this, I don't know if y'all want me to get into keep going with the rest of this.
What is that, the statement of facts?
This is the dispute on Sonia Norwood and the dispute on Cash McElroy Jones, aka Black 100.
No.
Okay, so we are finished with this document. Questions, thoughts, comments, or anything?
I mean, it was self-explanatory. This is nasty work. The zesty allegations. My big homies like that type of stuff. Like, you got big homies that's booty goons. Like that's your big homie. That really goes into a person's moral code or lack thereof. The fact he didn't even pay his secretary, like his personal assistant, and then convinced her to believe that she shouldn't be getting paid because she's not really working. You paying me for my time, right?
That's a whole fact.
Not just the little things I'm doing for you. You paying me to be accessible. And then she says something that I think every one of us need to do. Don't believe nothing that he says.
That's a fact. But you forgot he sucked his wife on her to beat her up.
Hey, I didn't suck nothing.
Yes, you did. You like to suck a lot, huh?
Hey, listen, Henny. If I sucked it, they fucked it.
I'm oddly uncomfortable right now.
Hey, don't be too bodily uncomfortable with me.
You can't force yourself on women.
I could do what I want, nephew. Hey,
so we gonna add that? That's gonna be added to the list.
He I guess he ain't got a problem. Hey, use a piece of for that one.
It's just my prerogative.
This nigga said now he Bobby Brown. From Ray J to Bobby Brown. Yeah, they laughing.
I mean they did mess with the same hit. I mean the same chick. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about you booty goons and shit. This conversation making me uncomfortable. Hey, this shit all go back to some zesty shit, man. But do your thing.
But now let me just let y'all know before anybody try to say, "Oh, it's old." It is old. This was the beginning of the case. This is what started it all. This is when it was at the civil level. Okay, you can see that this was March 26th of 2020. Okay, so now we go into this document, which was the documentation that was sent in along with the packets. All of this is in the packets that was sent over to the feds. All right. And so in this one, it's a different statement of facts because we went from the civil case to now this is where they are trying to file a motion to compel discovery, which means that they were withholding the discovery that was needed, the evidence that was needed for the case from the plaintiff. Deuce, you want to explain to them what that means?
One more time.
That this right here, the motion to compel discovery responses to requests for production of documents and requests for admissions. Now, I was just explaining to the people that this is how, in this portion here, it's going into how they were withholding evidence from Jared that he needed to present to court. But you explained it so much better than I do. So okay. I was asking you to explain it.
So he's we're finna get into this. You're gonna see him consistently notifying the court that he's been asking for evidence that relates to his case for him to put on a good defense and support his rendition of the facts. If you paid close attention, one of the agreements he said he had was a verbal agreement. In California law, a verbal agreement is also called an express agreement, which is as good as a contract. But pay attention, because you will be able to see that the defense is clearly prolonging the case by not providing inculpatory and exculpatory evidence. That means showing guilt or not guilty, so they already have or have access to. Another tactic that you're going to see is that the defense is using is not communicating with this dude. He's in pro se, meaning he represented himself. He wrote up this whole lawsuit from the beginning. He doesn't have an attorney representing him. So usually attorneys and defendants, to come to agreement, they communicate. They're evading them. They ghosting them like Ray J did. Oh boy, that he owed, right? Which is prolonging the case even more. And the last thing is, even with the courts granting defendant's motion to compel, the defense is already dragging their feet on turning over all of the evidence. Remember, he's alleging that he's been beat up by police. He's had a pistol put in his mouth. He's been threatened, intimidated. Right now, today, he had to talk to them on how he could get a CCW. He carries 2 guns today. This white boy gonna let one of you black brothers come. 2 guns everywhere he go because he's so traumatized and afraid. He can't trust the police. He can't trust these guys. He just wants what's rightfully his, and he's not going out without a fight. But they're not want to turn that over because of the criminal allegations that's being alleged throughout it. Extortion, physical violence in support of or to further broaden the name of the Paru gang or the OHB. Pay attention to the allegations that they're made, and why are these people steadily dragging their feet and not giving them this stuff, which is reasonable and important for them to put on this case.
Facts. All right, guys. So on June 20th, 2023, petitioner, which would be Jared, filed a motion to compel discovery responses to requests for production of documents and requests for admissions. This motion sought to obtain crucial documents and admissions from the respondents, which would be Raytronics, Raycon Global, Ray J, his mama, and WAC 100. Those are all the people that are named on this case. So these are the respondents, okay? The respondents that are relevant and material to the issues in the dispute. Under California law, a party is legally bound to produce documents that are in its possession, custody, or control, which are relevant and material to the issues in the dispute. Okay. dispute. Despite the clear legal obligation of the defendants to produce the requested documents, the Superior Court denied the motion without providing any reason for such denial.
One quick question. I want people to remember that he also alleged that they're working with judges, crooked judges, to stop him from bringing out these facts, and crooked police to stop them from bringing out these facts. But let's go.
The requested documents, which include correspondence between defendant related to the subject matter of the lawsuit, financial records, and transactions relevant to the claims asserted by petitioner, and contracts and agreements involving the parties in the present litigation, are vital to the fair and proper adjudication of the case. Failure to produce relevant documents undermines the discovery process, hinders the pursuit of truth, and denies petitioner the ability to present his case effectively. Okay. This court emphasizes that discovery should not be impeded by technicalities, and parties are entitled to a liberal exchange of information. This court held that discovery should be granted in a broad manner to achieve the ultimate objective of truth and justice. So now this is the informal discovery conference form for personal injury that was filed on behalf of Jared Milgram. Okay, and I'm going to read this to you. And it says, now I want you to look right here. It says a civil RICO, right? It does say civil RICO. But remember that this case was transferred out to federal. So please don't get yourselves confused and tangled up with that. All right. The background: immediately after plaintiff mentioned to the court that the defendant prior counsel told him they'd refuse to answer any questions RICO related, even in the motion to compel after missing August 29th stipulation due date from first IDC defendant, then missed approximately at least 8 continuous stipulation extensions after non-performance, and then defendant's counsel entirely ceased all communication with the plaintiff until December's IDC with court's intervention, where Honorable Judge Birdsong stated he'd make defendant answer the questions, or if any problems, come back. Furthermore, the relevantly prior counsel argued in first IDC plaintiff was trying to force a settlement with his discovery.
The defense is crying because he leveraging them, trying to get what he got coming. He's asking for all of the information so that he can prove these facts. They're saying we're not talking or sending nothing that got to do with RICO. No answers to no questions that got to do with RICO. Okay, well, I need this. They're yelling to the judge that he's trying to force a settlement. Like, you're admitting that they have the leverage. You know what I'm saying? But that just was funny to me.
No, it is funny, but it's like, even in the court docs, they tell on themselves. Defendants did finally turn over discovery, yet defendants did not answer the court's standard form interrogatories regarding defenses. Defendant Mr. Norwood has not performed a single RFP from set 2, which those would be the questions, with only objections, meaning he answered everything with objections. Plaintiff was right suing under RICO to obtain relevant information to this litigation, and counsel could have informed the court last IDC of this plan to give all objections. Defendant Mr. Norwood conveniently did not recall a single special interrogatories that appeared entirely fraudulently, if not suborning perjury, and verified responses with contradicting, entirely non-relevant, copy-paste, and same objections. So he was saying he didn't recall, and he just was like, he ain't answering, pleading the fifth. and given the same answers over and over again to these questions. Defendant Mr. Norwood is aware of admit in part, as he did for Raytronics Inc. RFA performed responses regarding admitting approximately 100 of plaintiff's photos were used. So he admitted that they used 100 of his photos. But where it gets interesting, before December's IDC counsel mentioned his client was unsure of which images were plaintiffs, yet defendant Mr. Norwood ultimately decided to deny every single one of the approximately 208 image exhibits as any of plaintiff's photographs.
So you admit that some of these pictures is mine, but now when I say, okay, so which ones is mine? Oh yeah, I deny that any of them is yours. That's essentially what he did.
Business.
Right? Plaintiff's photographs, even though some literally had the plaintiff's social media on the exhibit as the creator. So he's denying this even though it has his social media app on the photo. That's crazy work.
Now I see why he was trying to allege perjury. That's kind of like goes with it, right?
So basically, it was his the documents forged, or somebody placed them without his knowledge, or he didn't agree to it?
No, what happened was at first they admitted that they used 100 of the photos. Then they denied using 208 images. But the photographs, I guess they may have been taken from, like, you know how Instagram, when you take a video from them, it has the person's at on there.
Right,
These images have Jared's at on them, and he's still denying
it.
So CS2 Norwood is denying this, right?
Yes.
I talked to Jared. I talked to Jared. I was on no, you did not. No, Jared don't want to talk to you, CS2. He don't want to talk to you. He knows what type of games you want.
And so they don't want to give him the picture that got his at from his Instagram on it, and they're claiming that that's still theirs.
Hey Jared, when I catch you, I'm going into the Duke shoot.
Damn.
I mean, ain't that what they about? Bro, I don't want to be known for booty goons, bro.
Homies. I don't think he out the closet like he with that, but he let it be known his company, the people he keeps surrounding him, that's what they get off on. That's what type of time they on.
Hey, we booty gooning.
Booty
gooning is crazy.
What?
Booty
gooning, bro.
The booty goon gangsters. This shit is nasty work. Let me take this off.
Hey, Wag, CS2, could you get them to stop? Give them to stop.
All right,
I'm going
because I know you had something else to do.
It's too strong.
Come on, yeah, I'm gonna start. I can't even breathe already, bro.
Okay, where was I? All right. In addition, Mr. Norwood, in his verified responses, answered denied to every single one of his requests for admissions, and with majority of them having exhibits that if the court would look, it'd be obvious that the majority of the responses were entirely fraudulently made, if not subordinating perjury. And after told wouldn't answer Rico questions, to told the court plaintiff was attempting to force a settlement in discovery. It is imperative the court must know and wonder what happened to this huge, massive concern if defendant Mr. Norwood denied every single RFA and doesn't recall any special interrogations, or dare I spell out what's going on and why counsel ensured TMZ wasn't present. And that is the end of that document. Signed February 8th of 2023. Now remember, this case was sent out in August. Do we want to stop here?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna stop here, and tomorrow we'll just pick it up from here with the reply brief to opposition to motion, the compel discovery responses to request for production of documents and request for admission.
Before you take us out, after you take us out, let Henny go ahead and do what she do, because that's what she do when she gets up out this joint and the Henny glass is empty. Come on.
I got it in my briefs. I don't even wear them.
Well,
come on, y'all, take us out.
Informative to y'all, because that was a lot of information. If you're lost on anything, please go back and rewatch the video. Be the replay gang. Shout out to the replay gang on both channels that rewatch everything or just catch us later on. We appreciate y'all because y'all run them numbers up. But make sure you come back tomorrow for part 2.
Y'all take us out, bro. Shout out to sponsors, and then we gonna be.
Hey, y'all ain't here no more. I got us YouTube. Hey, check this out. Lamonte, Diamond, the fake sniper, and a broke Henny glass. Hey, when I be you, I'ma do something to you. I got the bandits and the bands.
Nah, but look. Hey man, listen. I'm sitting here trying to keep my composure because I know this paperwork is very tedious and is very intense. But when you guys listen to the commentators, when you listen to Do Sims, when you listen to Henny, when you listen to Diamond give their exposition on it and they're expounding on this stuff in depthly, they're breaking it down in the most simplest form for you guys to receive it so your minds can digest the facts. Is this. All we saying is this. These individuals are not individuals that you want to have people follow, nor do you want to do business with. If you claim you just doing business with them, look at the fruits of their labor. They've not been laboring. They've been stealing, manipulating, lying, and getting over individuals. And at the end of the day, this is what it is. And guess what? This has been some hot content with some of the hot smoke y'all been receiving. If you have not, make sure you unite your top shelf with United Colored Wraps. That is United Colored Wraps. Those are the tobaccoless wraps we have in our possessions right now. If you want a box, make sure you DM Deuce M's, which is Active Chucks on Instagram, and ya.lotg. We will get you those wraps ASAP. Make sure you guys download the Unique Music app. That is the Unique Music app. We've already transitioned over there. We're getting ready to have a lot of things going. Make sure you guys follow us over there. Get a profile. Join the group. Damu Kiwe Conversations. That girl Henny. We bringing plenty. And Diamond. We all going to be over there shining, man. Make sure you guys tap in. Tell a friend. Again, thank you guys for tuning in to the hottest live on YouTube and one of the dopest rooms on Clubhouse. You've been introduced to another hot episode of Damu Kiwe Conversations.
Henny?
Well, y'all know what I always say. When y'all rest well, and love is always love. We will see y'all in the next video. Peace, y'all.
Peace.